Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through some of the side effects commonly associated with taking minoxidil, both orally and topically, and just my personal experience with these side effects. If you're enjoying the content, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you found the video helpful, then be sure to give it a like, and let's get to it. Just as a brief mention, I have taken the liquid minoxidil 5%, and I have tried the foam minoxidil 5%, and I have also tried oral minoxidil, taking 1.25 milligrams daily once a day. Side effect number one is an itchy scalp. So yes, I definitely experienced this when using the liquid version of minoxidil, because the liquid form of minoxidil has alcohol in it, and alcohol can lead to dryness, which then may cause dandruff and flaking of the scalp. Especially if you're prone to dandruff, the alcohol can be very irritating. So for me personally, I suffer from dermatitis of the scalp. So when applying the alcohol to my scalp, it just made me flare up very, very badly. It's just not a good experience for me taking the liquid. If you're experiencing itching from liquid minoxidil, then try switching to the foam version, as this doesn't contain any alcohol, and this should be able to help kind of soothe your scalp and not give you any of that itching. Side effect number two is getting a sticky scalp. I believe this is more prominent when you use the liquid form of minoxidil in a spray bottle, because obviously if you're spraying your hair with a spray bottle, then the liquid is going to disperse, which will cause it to kind of touch the hairs easier than it would if you were using a dropper. If you're using a dropper, you can just apply the minoxidil directly to the scalp, which then could help with some of that crusty residue that is being left on your hair. But for me personally, I didn't really mind the residue that was left behind from minoxidil as much as other people seem to. For me, it wasn't that big of an issue, and it wasn't super noticeable. So yeah, that's not something that I personally had a problem with per se, but it is something that you may find an issue. So yeah, see what works for you best. So side effect number three is facial hypertrichosis. Sorry if I butchered that, it's a little bit tricky on the tongue. And this is an excess of facial hair growing on the face. I believe this is primarily linked to when using minoxidil topically. Maybe some of the minoxidil will drip on your face, or you will have some on your hands and you will touch your face, and if it's not washed off, then this could cause hair to grow in the area that the minoxidil was left, because obviously it stimulates hair growth in the area that it is applied to. And also, if you apply minoxidil before bed and you don't let it set into your scalp, then when your head touches your pillow, some of the minoxidil might transfer to your pillow, which then may transfer to your face when you are sleeping. If this is something that you think is happening to you, then be sure to let your minoxidil set 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. Or you could try switching to the foam minoxidil, which I believe does dry faster. From my experience, it did dry a lot quicker than the liquid minoxidil. And always be sure to wash your hands and wash any area that the minoxidil has kind of landed by accident, and hopefully you should be good to go. Side effect number four is excessive body hair. So for me, I'm not really sure if this is a yes or a no, and this primarily relates to taking minoxidil orally, because as we know, if you ingest the minoxidil orally, then it becomes systemic, which means that it's not just going to make the hair on your scalp grow, it's going to potentially let the hair all around your body grow. But for me personally, I don't feel like I've noticed an excess of body hair. My fingers did look a little bit hairy the other day, but I'm kind of a hairy person in general, so for me, I just kind of shave that hair off nice and easy. Any unwanted hair, for me, I just find it easy to shave off. It's not that big of a deal for me. Shaving my hair off is a lot easier than me trying to grow my hair without minoxidil. So for me, it's a very clear-cut answer. I'm just going to keep taking the minoxidil orally. It's not that big of an issue, the excessive hair. We can all shave it off. Side effect number five is wrinkles. So I've seen some people posting about the fact that they've taken minoxidil and it's caused them to look older or get wrinkles. And the theory behind this is that minoxidil can interfere with collagen production, and collagen is kind of what gives your skin that youthful looking appearance. But yeah, the studies on this are not very conclusive with humans, and a lot of the things about this online are very anecdotal. If you're worried about minoxidil causing wrinkles, I would definitely have a look at your skin regimen first. Make sure that you are using a moisturizer daily, because dry skin doesn't exactly look appealing. And number two, make sure you're using a sunscreen, because if you're not using sunscreen but you're worried about minoxidil aging you, it doesn't really make sense to me, because as we know, sun damage can cause photoaging, which causes your skin to wrinkle and age. So this is more important, in my opinion, than worrying about minoxidil making you wrinkly. For me personally, I'm not going to worry about minoxidil aging my skin, because we know for sure that sun damage does age the skin. So worry about these things first if you haven't taken care of those before worrying about if minoxidil gives you wrinkles. Thank you for watching my video. I just want to remind you that the content of this video is anecdotal. It is about my experience with minoxidil. What may happen to my body may not happen to your body. Everybody's bodies are different, and if you are considering taking minoxidil and you are worried about some of the side effects, then please go and consult a doctor, as they will be able to reassure you and just help you on your minoxidil journey. As with taking any medication, there is the potential for side effects. That's why it is very important to consult a professional. Next week, I will post a part 2 to this video, going through another 5 of the common minoxidil side effects and my personal experience with them. So be sure to check that video out. If you are enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like, as it really helps out my channel. May the hair growth be with you, and I'll see you in the next one.